What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. Hope you're doing well today, and welcome to Sandland. That's it. I just had a complete moment. My brain just went there. This is a track created by Nori, and over the last couple of days, I have seen countless YouTube titles calling this the best soundtrack in the game, and I kind of doubt that, without being disrespectful to Nori, because tracks like Sardinia and Lommel and all that, and all those good tracks by JV exist, but I am always open to a good soundtrack, so it's grabbed my attention. I have not clicked on any of these videos, I have not watched any of these videos, because I want this to be like a raw, I guess, introduction to the track for me. It is a bit on the short side, so if I zoom out here, this is it. This is the entirety of the track, so it's starting off short and sweet. But apparently this was meant to be a Supercross track originally, and he wasn't happy with how the hype map was coming along, so it ended up being a motocross track, so that could explain the length of it. However, very, very pretty. I have to say, some very bright colours going on here, and I'm sure we can get some sort of a cinematic screenshot going on for the thumbnail. But without further ado, let's ride some medium tyres on this bike today, because the medium tyres are currently grippier than sand tyres, and let's have a little ride around and see how the track feels.
For all of you passionate gamers, you can now get 20% off all G Fuel products worldwide by using code LINS at checkout. And for any of you motorheads looking for some new drip or apparel, use code MXPR_LINS15 fxrracing.eu to get 15% off. All links and codes are in the description down below. Enjoy the video and drop a cheeky little like and subscribe.
I also have to do this before we start riding. Look at this machine. Oh my god, I might have to change my underwear at some point. This is so there's a G Fuel flavour called Miami Nights, essentially, that has that whole kind of vibe packaging on it. It looks very, very cool, but this bike looks insane. I think 327 has absolutely outdone himself here. Before any of you ask, it's not public. It's just for yours truly, for being me and having that G Fuel and FXR combined sponsorship going on there. So very, very good work, and thank you 327 so much for this, because I didn't even ask it. He just appears in my Discord DMs every now and then with a new skin. So hats off to the man. I really do appreciate everything that he does for me. I guess we'll see what this is all about then. So like I said in the intro, we're rocking some medium tyres, and we'll be interested to see how the track plays, and I'm hoping I'm going the wrong way. That's not the way that the bike faced me when I spawned. I mean, I'm thinking that's the wrong way. It didn't feel like I was meant to be jumping. There you go. Yeah, that feels that feels much more intuitive. That makes a lot more sense. So let's see how this goes. I mean, straight away, there are some sections that are kind of covered by shadows, so it could make picking your way through some of these ruts quite difficult. But I am all for tracks being made a little bit harder, especially a track where it seems to be quite short. I don't think you're meant to transfer right to left there, but you know what? That works. That felt really, really good. The straights aren't perfectly smooth, which I like as well. The whole thing is kind of like semi-eroded / rough. There's no perfectly smooth bits anywhere, which does feel like a good old sand track. Let's try these inside lines. The ruts surprisingly aren't that deep. There's a couple in each corner, but they all kind of hold a similar height. I will say it's a little bit tricky to kind of spot your entrance point here. I wonder what jump is the finish line. That jump there is the finish line. Okie dokie. That lap didn't count. So now I'm wondering again, am I going the right direction? Because I feel like I'm just a bit of an L gamer sometimes. I feel like this happens to me so much compared to other people, where I will start riding the track and just go the wrong way. I mean, which way does the start looks like it? I've got no idea. We'll finish this lap. We'll see if this lap counts at all. If not, then yeah, just take this as a little bit of an example that you can ride this track in both directions if you want to. It really doesn't matter. You can do it both ways. But just the way that the jumps are facing and like how the takeoff and landings are formed, it feels correct. Oh no, timing is counting for me now. There you go. Yeah, that lap counted. Okay. First lap was just being a goober. But yeah, to be fair, in the track making process, timing's one of the most, I guess, like, I wouldn't say difficult, because everyone manages to do it, but it has its quirks. Can I double this to the inside? I can't. Please brake, please brake. You can, but I couldn't that time. Definitely think that if you get the angle just right, you'd be able to do that. And it's a very, very short track. I haven't counted the start gates yet, so I couldn't tell you how many people you can get on here, but we've had a bit of an abundance of shorter tracks recently, with Sweden Midsummer. That's not English. Swedish Midsummer Carnage 2, and then we had Schmeesville, and now we've got this, and a bunch of tracks that actually lend themselves really nicely to elimination races. And I do enjoy a good elimination event in this game. It's fairly easy to do now that I've actually got my head around working out how to do it, and people seem to really enjoy it as well. It brings out a little bit of competition. A lot of it does come down to the starts, unfortunately, but you know, the game is the game. I mean, this is 40-second lap times, and that's it, and that actually sounds quite exciting to me. I'm not sure if this is one of them tracks. I guess you'd have to do a lap and a half, so maybe be like a minute 10-ish or a minute if you're absolutely barking. So, I mean, definitely keep an eye out for this track here for future limbs for me. And I'd be very interested to see how, I guess, brutal this track gets with a bunch of E-Road on it. I am only running 1.2 right now, so I don't have it high at all. So I'd really, oh my God, I really don't expect to be able to see much. I am legally blind. That's not the way that I came. I came back this way. There we go. I did want to, so I got to do the YouTuber thing again, boys. I have to get a little bit soppy on you, just for a second. And I just want to say thank you again, because I checked my phone this morning just to have a look at like notifications and comments and such. And it dawned on me that at the moment, at least of me recording this video, we are only 50 subscribers away from hitting 60,000. And I think that's a pretty damn good way to end off a year. I feel like for whatever reason, we keep managing to hit these milestones just at the end of each year, and it's very, very impressive stuff. So I just want to say thank you to each and every single one of you that have pressed that button, and to each and every one of you that comes back to these videos every single day. It really does mean a lot. It enables me to do this for my job and have a much happier situation in life at the moment than I was having working in an office before, and that is all because of you. So I mean, consistency in uploading videos can only get you so far. You still have to have the audience there to receive said videos and be interested in it, and that is all on you guys. So I want you to rest your phone down on your knees if you're sat on the toilet right now watching me on your phone, or I want you to put it down on your lap if you're laying in bed watching me. Now, maybe you've got it on the TV for some reason. You can just press the pause button, give yourselves a little round of applause, a little pat on the back right now. Do it. Actually do it. Don't just listen to me. Stop. Look, you do it right now. So now we've all congratulated ourselves, I want to say happy December for everybody. Christmas, I guess, is finally here. I am not one of them big advocates of people playing like Christmas songs or putting up decorations way too early. If you don't support Christmas, or I say support, if you don't celebrate Christmas, that's the better word for it. It sounds like a football team if I say support. If you don't celebrate it, then by all means, you can skip through this bit. I'm not trying to push any faith or any beliefs onto you. You are more than welcome to do your own thing. I am not like very heavily Christian. I was christened when I was just but a young boy, but I do not go to church or anything like that. I'm not like a devout follower of the Bible as such, but I allow people to do whatever they want to do. I think everyone should be allowed to believe in what they want to believe in. So if you are someone who celebrates Christmas, are you excited this year? I mean, I feel like everyone's still kind of recovering from like the COVID period, not being able to visit family over Christmas, at least in the UK. We had a year where we couldn't really visit anybody. But I'm excited for it this year because it's going to be the very, very first year that my girlfriend has come down to celebrate it with us. She just wouldn't be going back to her family home this year, so she would have been by herself. So big W for the Familam for letting her come down to celebrate it with us. It's a bit of a nervous thing because I feel like it's quite a big moment inviting somebody into your home to celebrate Christmas with you, because Christmas very, very personal, very like each person has their own traditions. And I'm pretty sure I asked this question last year, but I'm going to ask it again because we've had a lot of new faces come into this channel over the last year. Is there any particular traditions that you have, whether it's Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, the day after? I know Boxing Day kind of differs from place to place, whether it's the day after or the 27th, it changes from place to place. But do you have any particular traditions that you really, really look forwards to each year? Mine is like once we've all finished eating our food, for some reason, I don't know when this started, to be fair, but my mum will bring out a bag of like party poppers or like little indoor fireworks that you place on the tray on the table, and has started doing silly string as well. So it turns into a whole bit of a mess. But on the bright side, I'm not the one that has to clean it up. So that's good fun for me. We also kind of break out the Wii every now and then. Like the Wii does not see the light of day at all, but the Wii makes an appearance for some like just dance and things like that. It's a fun time. I like spending that sort of time with the family, because even though I do get to work from home now, everybody else doesn't. Like they're all going to work each day, so the amount of time that I actually get to sit down and spend with the family and have like decent conversations and just spend quality time with them, it actually isn't that high. overall. So it's really nice. I always look forward to Christmas. I'm a Christmas man, but not to the extent that I will ever start putting decorations up or listening to Christmas songs in November. For those people that do that, I go see someone. Go get medical help because you need it. Same with like Halloween. I feel like Halloween started like extending and getting earlier and earlier. And I feel like if you like start celebrating too soon, then I feel like the magic of it's worn off a little bit by actual Christmas Day. And so that's why I don't tend to do anything. I mean, it's the 3rd today, and we've not got a tree up yet. I don't know when the tree's going to come up, but we're one of them households where Mum will put up the tree every single year and decorate it, and moan that they have to do it and say, oh, why does nobody else do it? And then when someone else does it, the decorations aren't in the right place anyways. Then she goes and redoes it. So yeah, well, I step back. I let her take creative control of that. But one thing that I was discussing with my girlfriend last time I saw her is I'm actually really excited for having that first Christmas like away from home, just me and her, like just getting to do our own decorations and own food. And it's a little bit soppy, but I love that shit so much. I feel like it's just nice having that kind of one-on-one time together. But yeah, there you go. There's me being a little bit of a sop for you. And thank you everyone for all of the love throughout this year. It's been really, really nice. We've had some insane live streams this year, like especially in the donator-thons. I mean, the last one went on for 32 hours, and it could have carried on going on. I just didn't have it in me to go any longer. We could at some point do one of them where I also sleep during, but there's still something about it that it doesn't feel quite right having people send money to watch me sleep. That is something that I don't think I'll get my head around. So maybe we'll just pause the timer and you'll just see me sleeping instead. We'll see how that goes. But yeah, thank you everyone for everything this year. It's been very good. I have gone to places that I never thought I would go to just by sitting here playing some Amex Spikes. I mean, I got sent to Milan, for crying out loud, to play a video game and have everything all paid for. It's actually nuts when you sit there and think about it. Going from literally having like 100 subscribers when I first started uploading, because I'd done like a couple of MX Simulator hot laps way back in like 2015, 2016. So going from like 100 all the way to basically 60k now, it's insane. And I think I got very, very lucky. I started uploading the right game at the right time, just as it started getting popular. And we're riding the wave as long as we can, baby. We are riding it all the way until the game part that like fully dies. We really are. I've found like a good balance now between how much I play versus how competitive I am, between the content side of things, and I'm enjoying it. I really am enjoying my gameplay. I mean, last night's stream that we done, it was just a short like 2.5 hour one, spur of the moment, but it was good fun. It was nice just hopping on. I mean, I had Charlie and Rum in Discord, and just playing with like your friends is always a really, really nice time. And then I like playing against you guys as well, because you guys kind of get a special kick out of it as well, and getting to be on the track with me and around me. And I always see comments and videos as well if I've joined any public servers, like, oh, that was me in this position at this time. And it's nice when you guys get to see yourselves in the videos. So I feel like that's the least that you all deserve. So yeah, thank you very much again. I wanted to say, I have no idea. I'm looking up at the top left of my screen right now. I have no clue how I have already spun 13 laps off this track. That is pretty insane to me. But it is a fairly short one. I have a feeling, because I tend to zone out when I record these videos, just from a gameplay perspective. My muscle memory just takes over, and I play. I don't really pay attention to what I'm doing unless I fully stop myself and go, right, no, do this line in this corner, blah, blah, blah. I feel like I've probably taken the same line in many of the corners. So I apologise for doing that. It's very difficult to try and come up with a commentary on the spot at the same time as playing. But Nori, I think you've made just a solid all-round track here. I wouldn't say it's the best sand track in the entire game. That's not me trying to knock the track creator's confidence at all. I just know that there are tracks out there like JV's sand tracks, which, to be fair, if anyone manages to make a sand track better than his, then you need to sign up for the lottery, because the chances of that happening are very, very slim. And I will try and get JV's member out of my mouth as soon as possible, but I just love his tracks so much. I can't help it. But it is a solid all-around track. It's nice and short. It will make for a very, very good elimination track, and I'd be interested to see just how rough it gets if you crank the road up pretty damn high. So thank you very much for making this. I believe this is his third track ever. His second one was Underpine, which I have played. I'm just not sure if I've done a video on. I can't remember off the top of my head. Then also he done one a long time ago, which I can't remember the name of. but I don't believe I played at all. So maybe I'll go back and check that out at some point. But I love having these new track creators kind of getting addicted to the track making game, and then like pumping out some good content, some good free content for us as well, because we always get the free versus paid track debates. So I like when we get the free ones, so then I can finally say to people like, look, there's not just paid tracks coming out, people are releasing good free stuff too. So I hope all of you are playing this and enjoying this, because it's certainly good fun just to spin some laps. And I imagine trying to take out your friends around here could be good fun, just having some good battles, barging into corners, taking different routes from each other. It's very, very pretty, I will say that. It's nice and bright on the eyes. There's like shadowy sections that the trees kind of cast shadows across the ruts that make it difficult to see, but I believe that is by design, that is intentional, and it kind of gives me same vibes as when you ride at Washougal, for example. It's like difficult, but in a good way, so I like that. And then the rough he's done a really good job with as well, so round of applause for Nori. I really do appreciate him creating this for us, and I hope you guys have enjoyed me rambling on. I feel like I've not taken a breath like the last 60 minutes. I'm so sorry if it's been overwhelming. I feel like I've just had a lot to say, so thank you for watching as always, and I hope your December so far has been very epic, and I hope the rest of it is going to be even better. And again, let me know what you do over the Christmas period. I'm really like seeing different people's traditions just from different countries and different areas, and I'll do it from me finally. So leave a like if you enjoyed, subscribe to the channel if you're new. Please help me get to that 60,000 subscriber mark by the new year. I'd really appreciate it. Have a wonderful rest of the day, whatever you're up to, and I will see you all maybe later, because there might be a special live stream later today, but I will see you all in the next video anyway. Peace.